Welcome to the age of innovation. But even so, there are some things we still take for granted, such as, who else does search besides Google, right? But what if the next big search engine wasn't run by a single company, but powered by innovators like you running AI, storage, and indexing all from home? Today, we're doing a deep dive into something that could completely change how we think about internet search. Timpi, and specifically, we're going to focus on Tempe Geo Core today. Now, I know you're thinking, another crypto project promising the world. Good luck. But stick with me because things aren't always as they seem. They're actually building the infrastructure to make it happen. We're looking at the world's first truly decentralized search engine, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to get your own piece of the revolutionary technology up and running at your own home, or well, I'm going to go through it running it from home. But there's multiple options of how you can run it. Well, let's start with the elephant in the room. Google controls most of the search market. It's not competition. That's a monopoly. And with that kind of power, they have the ability to manipulate search results to whatever benefits them most. Obviously, making the most money. But the actual search results are affected by that. Timpi is building something different. Their mission is simple but revolutionary. Democratize global information access without big tech interference or commercial bias. Key thing, without commercial bias. Instead of your search results being filtered through corporate algorithms designed to maximize ad revenue, Timpi gives you unbiased search results. And not only that, they do it while also protecting your privacy. But here's what makes this really special. This isn't just another search engine running on traditional servers. Timpi is building a completely decentralized infrastructure owned and operated by regular people like you and me. When you run a Timpi node, you're not just earning rewards, you're literally owning a little piece of the internet's future infrastructure. Now, Timpi's network runs on 4 different types of nodes, and each one of these has a specific job to do. First, you have the collector nodes. These are the scouts gathering data from across the web. Then there are guardian nodes, handling storage and validation, making sure everything stays secure and accurate. Next up are Synaptron nodes. I'm running one of those. They bring AI capabilities to enhance search results. And then we have today's star, which is the GeoCore node. This is the new type of node that Timpi is rolling out. These are the networking champions, the traffic directors of the entire system. They handle routing and creating a crucial security layer between everyday search users and the decentralized index. Think of them as the smart hubs that know exactly where to send data for the fastest, most efficient results. So what exactly does a GeoCore do all day? GeoCore nodes handle networking, routing, and load balancing. When someone searches for something on Timpi, your node helps figure out the fastest, most efficient path to get them their results. They create that critical security barrier, separating regular users from the actual decentralized search index. All right, so you're probably wondering, how do I get in on this? Well, you do need to purchase a node access NFT, depending on which node you're interested in. GeoCore nodes are currently running at $850. We'll go over profitability, what that looks like towards the end of the video. Right now, the nodes are available and there will be a link in the description as well as the pinned comment. So for now, let's get into the install. Let's get started with the install. You can install this on Flux or you can install this on Linux, Windows. There's a lot of different installs. But what I'm going through today is installing it in a VM on Unraid. So we're going to go through that process of setting it up. So first thing, let's go ahead and add a VM. And we're going to be adding Ubuntu. And we're not going to call it Ubuntu. We are going to call this GeoCore. Tempe Geo Core. Don't need web UI. I want to put this on the cache drive because I want to save the storage on my other drive. And then this one, I do not want to pin that one. I want to pin, I'm going to do 2 cores. I believe I saw when you do the Flux install, they ask for 2 cores. When you look through the documentation, it asks for 4 cores. So I think they mean 4 virtual cores. So I am going to try it like that. They said they did need 8 gig. There's the 8 gig. Q35 9.2 OVMF. Actually going over a couple of other things just to make sure that nothing else has changed. VirtIO is good. And then graphics card's definitely virtual. And the network source, here we go. BR50, that's what I use for my nodes. That's a subnet I use for my nodes. Oh, I did forget one thing. Where is the OS install? There we go. 22.04. I knew I had forgotten something. That's fine. Yes, and the rest of this should be fine. So let's go ahead and create. Please specify a disk size. Oh yeah, I guess I did forget about the disk size. I think it's only 3 gig. Let me double check that. Let me go here. So here's all the specs of what you need. So storage, 3 gig free disk space. Actually, I'm even going to do 50 gig because, yeah, I'll do 50 gig because the actual Ubuntu install needs some space. Where is primary vdisk type? Size. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay. I gotcha. I should be able to click on this and have it go away. But it is not going away. Okay. That was a bit of a pain. But what I ended up having to do was go up to here and come up to a settings page. If you click here and you go down to site settings, it's going to bring it up in another window. So I'm not going to go into that. But there is a setting for insecure content. Right now, I'm running this locally. I'm not worried about there being insecure content. And I'm going to change it back from the setting I currently have once I'm done setting it up. Because after that, I'm going to SSH into it anyway. So for right now, all I had to do was turn off insecure or allow insecure content, toggle a couple things on and off, and then voila, I'm able to finally get in. But I couldn't tell you exactly what I did. So we're going to keep going with this. So English, of course, we are going to update the new installer. Done. We're doing Ubuntu server 110. We're going to remember that. No proxy. This is just testing the mirror. And it says it passed the tests. Click done. And I never have it set up as an LVM group. Just use the entire disk that's allocated. Continue. And you guys all know who I am. And this is GeoCore. We do not need Ubuntu Pro. We do want to install SSH server. None of that. And install is in process. Now, while this is going on, the one difference is when I get that no VNC error in Proxmox, I can just escape out of it and go right past it. For some reason with Unraid, I'm unable to do that. Still working on it. Now it says updating system. Certainly is taking its own sweet time. Ah, there it moved. Installation complete. So now we want to reboot. Okay. We are in. And first thing I always do is go to sudo su. Okay. So, of course, first things are sudo apt update, sudo apt upgrade. Now, I actually should have mentioned that even before I went ahead and did this, I had to register the actual NFT, the GeoCore NFT. But that's a really easy thing to do. So anyway, sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. I always put -y. so it doesn't ask me. Now, the nice thing is there's a thing off to the right where you just can copy each of these commands. So the rest of the commands I'm just going to copy as opposed to typing them in. So for all those people that like the thok of my keyboard, sorry, I won't be typing the rest of the commands. I'm going to copy them so you won't hear the keyboard. All right. That's fine. And I'm going to do a sudo reboot. There we go. Sudo su. And now we're going to start copying commands. Well, at least that's the idea. Okay, maybe it's not. That's fine. I'll just type them in. You know what? Why am I doing this like this? I can just SSH into the thing now that it's been installed. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to run this command since I have it typed in. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run SSH because then I can copy the commands. So let me bring this window up over here. 192.168.50.110. Yes. There we go. And then sudo su. And now I can start copying. Well, that was really quick on that particular one. Now one more, sudo apt update. All packages up to date. And then now we install Docker. And then we check on the status of Docker once it's done. Looks like it is running, active, running. There we go. Okay. Now step 1B is now I can install GeoCore with this single command. Enter the port for GeoCore. Oh, okay. Yeah, 4100. And let me take you through what I did. Basically, I entered in my GUID of my NFT that was entered in. Then it asks you for country and city. So I did set that. Then it did the full pull. Then it says GeoCore is now running on port 4100 with this container ID. Now you can view logs, Docker logs. So it should be up and running, except I have not opened up the port yet. So I do still need to do that. I'm going into my Unify network and going down to settings at the bottom, and then forward port is 4100. And then the IP address inside is 192.168. And I will add that entry. Oh, let me say this is GeoCore. All right. That should be working. And that pretty much is it for the install. It was relatively easy once I got past the Unraid issues I was having. But after that went really, really easily. Now, if you are interested in purchasing nodes, I will again have a link in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you're looking to say, well, how much am I going to make off this thing? Well, we're early in this crypto project, as is a lot of times, maybe a little bit expensive to get in. And you're thinking, geez, is this really going to pay off? Two key things. Again, it's early in a crypto project, and usually that's the best time to get in with successful projects. So every project has its risks. This is no different. And secondly, the NFTs are of limited supply. So once they're gone until they might do an additional round. But the key thing is there is a finite number of the different types of nodes. So with that all said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, one-on-one coaching is available. If you need any help with AI rigs, planning, or if you do need help with the install of this on your own VM hypervisor at home. So let me know. And that link will also be in the description to schedule a one-on-one. Alrighty, guys. And as always, no tabs were harmed in the making of this video. Have a good one.